Good evening. What's up, guys? I'm back.
Yes, Karina in the house.
Karina. There's a movie about that. Wasn't there? Karina.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what's up? What's up, gentlemen? In all seriousness, we are SEC After Dark. Welcome in. We got an action-packed show. We got Tyreke Hill.
Who?
That's EEK Hill. We're going to go off the rails a little bit. Matty Ice. The NFL offseason also felt left out. They wanted to participate in March Madness, so I guess everything we're going to talk about tonight is technically March Madness.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Hey, you get live edits here on the
right.
SEC After Dark. So
yeah, every now and then thumbs. Yeah, that'll get you.
That's great to have two opposable thumbs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's Stephen Willis to well, if you're watching the screen, to my left. And then that's Jake Thomas in Jeb's spot. And then there's some empty boards down there in Jake's spot, right underneath me. We are a three-man weave tonight. So basketball coaches, it's very fitting that we're a three-man weave tonight.
Little Dean Smith.
Dean Smith action. Little Coach K, little Tom Izzo, Mike White. Mike White was hired while I was gone. That was fun.
We'll get your thoughts on that.
Nate Oates.
You
Jake,
get my thoughts on that.
Yeah, we'll get your thoughts on that. But I'm going to get y'all's thoughts on this. I'll be really quick then. We're brought to you by betonline.ag. It's time of the year college basketball is taking center stage. The tournament is finally upon us. If you're looking to wager this year, BetOnline is your number one spot for all updated odds and info, along with great contests, including the bracket contest, which hopefully you're in as we speak, where you have a chance to take home the top prize. So head on over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today. Receive that 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code Bleav to get started. BetOnline is your continued source for all sports wagering needs, including live betting and also your favorite Vegas casino games. BetOnline, it's where the game starts. Whoever wrote this, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Because that was a little bit cleaner of a script there for me to read. So, but anyway, I digest. But
excuse you.
No. So that was the sound of my bracket actually. So
yeah.
Oh, you took Kentucky as well. Okay.
No, I took Baylor.
Oh well, yeah, they lost in the round of 32. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Steven actually, we just discussed it. We both had Tennessee and Kentucky in the championship game. So, yeah.
I got Villanova in the championship game, too. But my bracket is so foobarred right now that it doesn't matter. My points are not going to add up whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, the important thing is now, if you do a bracket, is to basically nail the winner. That's going to determine everything.
Yeah, I mean that's how chaotic everything is, you know, which is crazy. But yeah, I just can't believe I was in first place in all of my pools after the first day, after the second day actually going into round 2, I was in first place.
Nice.
And then it all came crashing down.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you do, right?
Yeah, that's the same situation with me. I was at 6 o'clock or something on the first day. I had a perfect bracket, and that went to hell in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yep, that went downhill fast. Yeah, Tennessee losing. I had them going far. Now, if Arkansas can pull off an upset tomorrow against Gonzaga, that'll do me some favors maybe because a bunch of people have Gonzaga as their champion. So
what's up, Stace?
That could get me back in a little bit of, I don't know, back in contention, I guess you could say. I don't know. So, what can you do? But a lot of the games were good. I mean, it's been entertaining. I haven't it hadn't been terrible. Usually, I get knocked out in the second round of the bracket pool, and it's just I lose all interest, But I really haven't lost interest yet, so that's good.
Yeah, the SEC performance in the tournament has been god awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Corey have no right to judge the SEC's performance, but we will.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't. I had the worst conference record in the history of the conference. Um,
You beat Alabama.
You beat Alabama.
I don't get it. I don't know how, but well, Vinny and I talked about this. We talked about a lot of these games on Monday night on Beast of the East. If you haven't caught that show, you need to tune in to Beast of the East. But one of my favorite games, actually, even though it kind of ruined my bracket, was the North Carolina Baylor game. I just really liked how Baylor came back. They were down 25 points with 10 minutes to go, and they just came roaring back. Full court press.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina had no answers. They couldn't do anything. They was just discombobulated, turning the ball over, couldn't hit Ocean if they fell out of a boat. Just all kind of stuff. And then what happens when they take it to overtime? Baylor lays off the press, and North Carolina goes on a 6-0 run to start the overtime period.
Yeah.
And then Bacon just went off. RJ Davis. RJ Young is a printing company. RJ Davis went off for 30 points. So, like, Baylor did what Auburn did in the last minute of the Iron Bowl. They went prevent.
Prevent defense will kill you every time.
They went conservative. Like, why? I mean, you're already kind of behind the 8 ball if you're Baylor. You've got momentum at that point. Why not just stick with the press?
Right.
Make them beat the press. That's what I didn't understand about that.
And they couldn't at the time.
They couldn't. They had no answers. None whatsoever. But
speaking of Auburn, we can all laugh at their basketball program. After all the antics during the season, they go to the NCAA tournament and just gross.
To a 10 seed too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Miami dominated, especially in the second. The second half was atrocious for Auburn. They were ice cold, man. And Jake, I know you love seeing that.
Yeah, of course.
They were freaking ice.
Well, also they're shooting 40-foot threes as well.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Let's all laugh at Wisconsin. They couldn't even win in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Milwaukee, as the natives call it.
Milwaukee, yeah. Nova's proven they're tough and physical, gritty program. They ran through the Blue Hens and then Ohio State. Tennessee taking a tough loss to Michigan. I guess Jeb is still licking his wounds there, but Houston must have watched some Phi Slamma Jamma highlights or the Phi Slamma Jamma 30 for 30 before they played Illinois. Because my God,
I watched that, not the Houston Illinois game, but I watched Phi Slamma Jamma, and I followed I Hate Christian Laettner. That was my 30 for 30. Get ready for the NCAA tournament.
There you go.
That's not a bad run there.
Yeah,
that's not a bad run. And I thought Memphis was going to finish off Gonzaga, but they just fell apart down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do it. Texas Tech looked impressive. Notre Dame's a really good basketball program. A lot of people are hammering Nate Oates, and I guess this is my opening here. A lot of people are hammering Nate Oates, but I mean Notre Dame's a really good basketball program. I think they got lowballed as an 11 seed, but Alabama, like, what happened in that game? I know Notre Dame's a good basketball program, but what happened in that game against Notre Dame?
What happened was the heart of the team, JQ, got hurt, pretty much all the sales went out of the arena at that point because, it has been, since then has come out. It's been kind of diffused a little bit, but Nate Oates did come out and said that there was a voluntary shoot around, and Quinley was the only one to show up for it, and a lot of people was mad about that. But some of the guys who follows the basketball program and is in the basketball program has come out and said, they've had practice. Everybody showed up for the practice, and this was just a voluntary thing. But my point or my thing is, Alabama come into the tournament I think there was 0-4 in March. So right. I mean, and they've been struggling shooting all year. If you got a voluntary, practice or voluntary shoot around, get out there and shoot. That's just my personal opinion. So I mean, you're struggling to score right now. You might as well get out there and shoot around some. But that's just my opinion. But
I hear that. What's up, Stacey? Alabama's just such a streaky team. That is how I kind of gather them. They're either like really on and they're just dominant, or they're just off. And when they get off in huge stretches of time, like you can't, like in conference play, you can kind of get away with that, especially if you're on your home court. You can kind of get some momentum. Your crowd can kind of get you back into it.
They beat Baylor, Gonzaga, and Houston, right?
yes,
Yeah, I mean some impressive wins.
Yeah,
and
they lost to Georgia.
And we beat Miami, who just beat Auburn by 32 or 34, something like that. So
yeah, I mean it's baffling.
it is.
But then again, I mean Nate Oates has you guys in positions that you really haven't been in very much. So
not since the early 2000s with Mark Godfrey.
To fire him would be stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
I just think that some people are so emotionally immature that they just shouldn't follow sports.
Yeah,
and it's just one of those things because they need to blame somebody and they need consequences right now, and it's freaking stupid. And man, Nate Oates at Alabama. Remember Avery Johnson? Remember,
that was a
Anthony Grant.
Yeah. It's not something like new going on at Alabama, but it is something they haven't seen in a little while.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. And they should be happy that this is the trajectory of Alabama basketball. I mean, we talk about, the SEC and how good of a year they had, but I mean, like 3 years ago, the SEC was relatively irrelevant in the grand scheme of college basketball. I just don't think as a conference we are ready for tournament play. Like we're just not there yet as a conference. Your blue blood Kentucky team they've got some stuff going on, but they're usually the ones that enjoy the most success. But man, St. Peter's said no dice on that. Florida, well, they disappointed, but Georgia stole their coach. That was good. But what matchups are you guys looking forward to in the Sweet 16?
That Gonzaga and Arkansas for sure.
Yeah, I mean Arkansas is holding our only hope here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Villanova, Michigan. I think that's going to be a good one. Houston, Arizona, I think is going to be a battle out there in the West.
Texas Tech and Duke is going to be an amazing matchup.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is probably one of the best defensive teams left in the tournament. I mean, they play hard on defense every single, possession.
UNC, UCLA, I think is going to be a really good matchup. That's a blue blood matchup. I'm looking forward to see if Kansas gets knocked off by Providence. I have a really irrational tournament hatred for Kansas.
So does Kansas.
Because they do. They screw me every time. Like I've learned to never pick them now to win anything significant. They screw me all the time. They screw me over.
Hey, that Providence team is really good, so don't sleep on them, Kansas.
No, don't. Or do.
Yeah, either way.
Do.
Who does St. Peter's play? I can't remember.
Purdue. Home of the 7-2 white guy.
Yeah.
They find a 7-3 white guy every recruiting cycle.
See, right now, I kind of hope that St. Peter's runs a gamut and gets in the finals. But
my hope for the bracket, is you get a Providence, St. Peter's, Arkansas, and Villanova final four.
Man.
And then Villanova goes to the championship game. If that happens, I win.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's possible.
Because I don't know that unless somebody picked Villanova to win it, which that might be the only thing. But I need total chaos in Arkansas and Villanova to basically come out of the pile. because like nobody had St. Pete. Like I need these teams to win that like nobody had in the Elite Eight and Final Four, so that other people can't get points.
Right.
Yeah.
And then basically just Arkansas, Villanova, and all like the teams that nobody picked to run the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need. And
Total
for like
chaos.
and for like Arkansas to win it. Arkansas to beat Villanova in the finals. Something like that would I just need total chaos. That's what I need. Total chaos. Total chaos. How about Georgia hiring Mike White? What do you guys think of Mike White? That was one that I didn't see coming.
I didn't either.
I don't know. How about this? I don't know what I think about Mike White. I think that he has potential to be very good at Georgia.
He can't do much worse.
But
He can't be any
who
worse.
was the last person that was good at Georgia?
Jim Herrick before he cheated
Mm-hmm.
academically.
Tubby Smith.
Tubby Smith. See, here's what Georgia needs. They need
Dominic
a person
Wilkins.
that's gonna. They need Dominic Wilkins. Yes, they need somebody that's gonna go recruit Atlanta. They need somebody that's gonna be a little bit better in game with substitutions and managing, and then somebody that's just gonna get the guys to play hard. I mean, and be able to retain these people. I mean, like Tom Crean brought in a really good class, and then they all transferred because he was. Once they got there, he was like,
He's like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
he sold them on D Wade, and then they got there and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Mike White can do that and get him to stay. Because like, if you gave somebody that could manage a game better with Severe Wheeler, Katie Johnson, Ty Fagan, and I forget who else, but just those three. I mean, you're gonna at least go 500 in the SEC and be competitive, just with that alone. So he would have gone to 5 straight tournaments had they had a tournament in the one the COVID knocked out. He's been doing okay at Florida, but Florida expects to win championships, not make tournament appearances. If he did that at Georgia, they're going to build a statue.
Yeah.
Also, in his defense, they had the preseason SEC Player of the Year last year, and he almost died on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing can completely screw up your program while you're trying to get it fixed, and it's just a shock to the system.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year's Florida team is good, but it should, I think his name is Cavante Thompson or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He should be on the floor. That should be the ball scorer. So you have all these 3-point shooters, and without them, you lose a major weapon. And so
and you lose a sense of order in your offense too. I mean, it just like the dynamic just completely shifts, and you start becoming a launch 3-pointers type team. So I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously I like the hire because anything was going to be an upgrade. I like his energy. I like that he's young. I like how he recruited at Florida. I don't know. I just like the hire, and I hope that in the future that I'm going to love the hire. So
and you almost had Coach Yo from Ole Miss as your women's coach.
I know she was all but signed, sealed, and delivered, and she decided against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has a deal where that lady loves Oxford.
Yeah.
She just does. So whatever George was offering, I'm sure it was a heck of a package. At the end of the day, it was like, do I really want to move? And she's like, no. But you also have to remember, Ole Miss basketball is losing Shakira Austin. Mm-hmm. So they might take a little bit of a step back. I don't know how.
I mean, Georgia's losing Jenna Stady too, who's all conference. She's graduating, so that'd be a huge hit to the women's program. But
and I also saw that Jay Barker's daughter is going in the transfer portal, so that plays for y'all. So
isn't Jay Barker the one that went, well, for lack of a better word, nuts in Nashville?
Pretty much, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He was married to Sarah Evans for a while, and then they got a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, suds in the bucket. Good for him.
Suds in the bucket and the clothes hanging out on the line. He just heard that song one too many times and just went nuts.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Are we off the rails already?
No.
Yeah.
So
No, we haven't even gotten to Tyreke Hill yet.
I know.
Yes.
Well, what about the coach I really kind of wanted Georgia to hire was McMahon from Murray State. That's kind of who I was before I knew Mike White was on the radar. I was kind of like, oh, okay, well, let's go get McMahon and let's see what we can do. Well, he's now at LSU. Home run for them.
Yeah, a little bit. For a little while, he's at LSU until the NCAA comes down. Although he has like a 7-year contract, and it becomes an 8 with a 2-year postseason ban.
Mm-hmm. I think he'll do just fine. I mean, he's good enough coach that people are going to want to play for him, and I still think even with the postseason ban, he'll still be able to get guys to the NBA. So that won't. I don't think that'll affect him too much.
So is he making a living off of Ja Morant?
We'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll find out if he's for real or if he just had a flash in the pan with Ja Morant.
I mean, they were a 7 seed in the tournament, but got beat by.
They've made like 6 straight, haven't they?
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that AAU team? Ja Morant's AAU team that he played on had Zion Williams on it and Devontae Shuler.
Good night.
No AAU.
God.
That's nasty.
And I bet they were 12-12.
They probably were.
Yeah.
God, those AAU tournaments are. I don't know if you've ever been to one, Jake, but holy cow!
I saw Aaron Gordon in one in the Peach Jam.
Yeah, those things are fun, yet like a giant cluster bleep, all in the same.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry's brother was there too.
Seth Curry.
Yeah.
He's on the AAU team he's on now. The Brooklyn Nets is doing pretty good.
But
how did they get rid of James Harden?
I know.
But the Peach Jam is absolutely legit. If you want to go out there to whatever it's East Savannah or West Savannah, whatever's right across the border.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Augusta. Home of the greatest golf tournament of all time.
Yes, the Masters.
Home of the greatest golf tournament of all time. So
yeah.
No, the Peach
I will
Jam.
cut on the Masters whenever I need some good sleep.
It's the Masters. It's the only golf tournament I pay attention to. Or sometimes I'll do the British because I like seeing pros hack out of like the thickest, gangliest grass. Of
Oh yeah, it doesn't even look like a golf course. It looks like they're playing golf in your backyard. It's awesome.
And like somebody got drunk on the mower, they like weaved around and just cut like 6 inches of fairway.
Yeah,
and left everything else. It's like gnarly. And they have these bunkers that they're just deep. They're not. There's no like openings. You have to hit it straight up in the air.
Yeah. We probably won't never see it again, but there's nothing like a Tiger roar you hear at the Masters. When he's starting to move up that leaderboard.
Well, you're definitely not going to hear a Mickelson roar. That's for sure.
No.
Hey, you remember my golf bag, Corey? I have that 64-inch wedge.
You did. You would have been great in the pot bunkers in St. Andrews.
I actually made one at Forest Crossing down that hill that was just straight up. Actually, hold a chip on that one.
I remember that.
I don't because I was at the bottom of the hill.
You couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Was it for a bird or an eagle?
It was bird.
Bird.
Bird is the word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. God, that course. That course was fun.
They had the island green.
They had the island green.
Oh wow!
They had the one hole that was shaped like an L. Where like if you're really confident, you could bomb it over the trees and hit the green because it was like 200 yards.
So but you were trying to do it and lose a golf ball.
Yeah, but you guarantee. But you had to hit it a mile in the air too.
Yeah.
It had an island green, kind of like TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't quite. I mean it was like there was more of a land bridge than Sawgrass has, but it's essentially an island green.
That's cool.
It's pretty crazy.
I'll probably put all my balls in the water.
I think I did most of them.
Yeah, I think Tom put a few out there too. I think Tom nearly melted down because that was on 18. That was the 18th hole.
Yeah, I mean The 18th hole, that was probably one of the most brutal finishing holes I've ever played.
What is this, putt-putt?
Yeah,
putt-putt usually has the 18th hole is the worst one.
The clown's mouth, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was a freaking brutal finisher, because it was a 500-yard par 5. You had to hit across a pond onto a landing area, and then you had to decide whether you wanted to lay up or go for it across another, the same pond that kind of like wrapped around into that island green.
Wow.
It was brutal.
Sounds like it. What's this at?
No, the island green was the 9th hole.
9th hole?
The 9th hole was the island green, where you hit the blind tee shot and you couldn't hit driver.
We started on 9 a couple of times. That was the place that Stagger started it.
Yeah, but 18 was still you had to hit across water twice.
Yeah.
To get to the green.
Where's this at?
Forest Crossing in Franklin, Tennessee.
Oh,
Franklin,
okay.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay. That's not too far from where I live, so it's about an hour and a half drive, 2 hours.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, you have to come up. We'll swing it. Steve, you might have to hop on your private jet paid for by Locked On Ole Miss.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Is that where you are now? You got a branded private jet helicopter?
Yeah. I try. It's
Then have a Maserati waiting for you when you get here.
Yeah. If I don't take Uber, I take Suber. It's no big deal.
Subaru.
There you go.
Subaru. Subaru. So yeah.
At Hyundai and Subaru.
We got Hyundais and Subarus.
I love that show.
Love
that show.
Love it. So March Madness, right? Not just basketball, the NFL, the Shield. They want to get in on it too. But before we talk about the Shield, we want to talk about athletic greens. All right. So yeah, exactly. Tons of people take multivitamins, but it's important to choose one that is top quality. With one delicious scoop of athletic greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to start your day right. There's that ACT word. Their special blend of ingredients support gut health, nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, and, of course, aging. Also, it's lifestyle friendly, fits a wide range of diets. So it fits your South Beach diet there, Jake. There's only 1 gram of sugar, no chemicals or artificial anything.
Ooh.
Reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop of water every day. That's it. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is also going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Bleav. That's BLEAV. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/Bleav. Athletic Greens, take ownership of your health. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So,
Athletic Greens.
Athletic Greens, yeah. I got to get my order in. Israel's already ordered. I'm interested to see kind of, this is his second week on Athletic Greens. I'm interested to see kind of how he feels. But, all right, NFL. Is this the craziest offseason that we've seen in quite some time?
I would say so.
C.
9 trades, 39 Pro Bowls represented, moving teams.
AFC Championship game of Denver Broncos versus Miami Dolphins.
Hey, let's do it.
Don't count out the Raiders. Don't count out the Chargers. Don't count out Matty Ice.
The Raiders just got Devontae Adams too, so
the Colts just got my guy Matty Ice. The Falcons, Steve, I was talking to you about this earlier today. The Falcons are making it very, very difficult.
Yeah, right.
They really are. Like, to the point where, like, it's easier to root for the Titans.
There you go.
Right now, because they're right here. Mike Vrabel's a great coach. John Robinson's a good GM. They, as an organization, they do a lot of things right. And that's kind of where I'm at. And the Falcons have, I feel like if there's a wrong decision to be made, they've made it. And I'm just tired of it.
They brought back Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, to
And
what?
They have Arthur Smith.
With
out
everybody
there.
else, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith running the Marcus Mariota package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like throwing them in the trash. I'm just like moving them over on the shelf.
It's tank for Bryce Young.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I'm just moving them over into the number 2 spot. That's all.
I told a couple of guys at work, I said, I hope to God that Jacksonville and the Lions each have about 5 to 6 wins this year. Because if they get the first pick and pick Bryce Young, they'll ruin his career.
Well, Bryce Young's not going to Jacksonville.
No, because of Trevor Lawrence. So.
Yeah. And then he's not going to Detroit because Detroit midseason is going to trade for Baker Mayfield.
Sober Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like Steve, you know how like you're a Dolphins fan, but Saints are number 1, Dolphins are number 2.
Yeah.
Like for the longest time, like it was the Falcons and nobody else. And then when I moved to Nashville, it was kind of like, okay, here's the Titans. Okay, yeah, I can dig them a little bit. This is where I live, so I'm going to support the Titans. Well, they've kind of crept up, and they're sitting really firmly in that number 2 spot. And now, I think just because I've been living here so long now, and like the Falcons are kind of like hustling backwards, they've kind of switched spots.
Well, it's also hard to root against. It's so easy to root for Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. And seeing how the Dolphins treated Tannehill, I'm glad that he's – you're making a great beverage choice, by the way, Steve. I'm so glad that the Titans have found a fit with him. I know his postseason wasn't the greatest, but I think they found a good fit with Tannehill. Also, you know, they had Ben Jones, who's a Georgia guy. That's very easy to root for. I mean, just the makeup of their team. Vrabel, I think, is somebody who's super aggressive and unapologetic about it. And so I just like him as a coach.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to be a competitive division too. With the Colts. I think the Texans are going to do better than people are expecting. Jaguars, not so much.
No, I think the Jags could be a 5 or a 6-win team this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
they really could. Their wide receivers, they traded for all kinds of wide receivers and what they needed.
Yeah.
And their defense is already pretty stout.
And they got a good quarterback developer in Doug Peterson for Trevor.
Yeah, and Etienne is back this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Etienne is back. You know, Gardner Minshew, they're going to trade for him at some point. Minshew mania, no. You know, I kind of like, and going to the Texans, I kind of really like Davis Mills. I think he's proven that he at least deserves a shot to take over that franchise this year. Now, obviously, if he has a bad year, but
bigger neck, him or Merton Hanks.
I think Merton still's got it, but it's
Davis Mills looks like a freaking giraffe.
It's close.
Yeah.
I think Merton Hanks has got him because I don't think he could do the Merton Hanks dance. His neck's not long enough for that. Like Merton Hanks had a freakishly long neck. Like turtlenecks looked like a regular shirt for him. I mean, it was ridiculous how long his neck was. It's ridiculous how long Davis Mills' neck is. But
Saints re-signed Jameis Winston.
You like that?
No.
Who would you rather have?
Anybody.
Baker Mayfield's out there.
Sober Johnny Manziel, I'd probably rather have.
Jimmy G?
I'd rather have Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
But a 30 for 30 or a 30-30 guy in the NFL, that's scary.
Yeah. Eating W's. Eating them W's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerald Jameis. I love it.
Yeah.
Saints and Falcons are very dysfunctional right now.
Yeah, I
But
can't use the first time that GIF is unusable. There's a picture of Sean Payton and Arthur Blank, and it's like one of these owns the Atlanta Falcons, the other is Arthur Blank.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I can't use this now. Yeah.
Yeah, because Sean Payton is going to be the next head coach for the Dallas Cowboys after they go 8-9 again.
I think he's going to be the number one guy for Fox analyst.
probably so. Yeah.
He will be until he gets the Dallas Cowboys coaching job.
It doesn't matter, Jerry. This is going to sound coarse or callous or whatever, but Jerry's too close to the end for it to really bounce back at this point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think Stephen Jones just needs to take fully over, or they need to sell the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be Stephen Jones, but So Joe Buck goes over to ESPN. Who takes the lead play-by-play for Kevin Burkhardt?
Beth Mowens.
Yeah. So are we going to get a Sean Payton, John Gruden tandem?
No, that would be dual colors.
Are we just going to go straight Manning cast from here on out?
I would love that.
I think it's a possibility of teams or each of the networks doing something like that.
I think Amazon Prime should do that.
Amazon Prime's doing like Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody is not leaving ESPN. So after the game on Thursday, I can get ready for game day. The question is, do they replace Lee Corso this year? Is this the year?
It just depends on if Lee Corso wants to leave. I mean, he's earned the right to leave on his own terms, so it's all based on him.
Well, the problem is, every year that he doesn't leave, Fox catches a little bit up with ESPN. And now they've got an equal where they can kind of mess it up to where the college football playoff didn't expand because they want to get Fox into the playoff with ESPN.
Yeah, I mean, who's really carrying that broadcast, though? Reggie Bush? Reggie Bush is pretty good.
No, I think Leinart is the guy that's carrying that broadcast.
You think Leinart? I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Definitely ain't Brady Quinn. It's not Bob Stoops.
No, Rob Stone's good, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
Stoner's really good as a traffic cop.
Yeah. Now I like the Gus Johnson, Joel Klatt, number one broadcast team for Big Noon Sunday.
That's weird that their number one game is the 12 o'clock game, but that is also them doing that is why their Big Noon show is as good as it is.
Because it just rolls straight into it. I mean,
and ESPN is trying to copy them, honestly.
So speaking of programming and stuff like that, so why won't the NFL do like they've partnered with Amazon Prime for a game. Why don't they just go ahead and partner with them for the whole shebang?
Right.
Well, they did.
Make all the games available.
This
stream.
You mean is to replace like Sunday Ticket?
Yeah, like Sunday Ticket's the dumbest thing of all time.
I think that's about to change, and it is going to be a streaming service that gets it. I think the rumor is either Apple TV or Amazon.
They should offer packages. They should offer you get if you sign up for NFL.com Game Pass, you get your favorite team's game for free if it's out of market. You get one out of market game for free, and you can choose what team that is you follow.
Yeah, no, they would never do that.
Money's not an issue.
Right.
Well, but money's not an issue, but that doesn't mean they're not going to try to make it.
But listen, what person's just going to do the one game for free? How many? If you're gonna do the one game, you're probably going to want to do the whole thing thanks to fantasy football. They're gonna be able to sell packages, no problem.
And or
just make it like $4.99, or just roll it into just increase Game Pass by $5 and just roll it into Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you get the live replays, the coaches' angles, and all the NFL Films content. And
The problem is the NFL doesn't want it to be theirs. They want it to be somebody else that's willing to pay them for that content. So, like I said,
Amazon
I do.
Prime will.
Yeah, Amazon Prime will.
They already
Apple
have.
TV. Apple TV will. And if
Just
you do
need
that,
something.
yeah. Anything other than DirecTV, although I'm thinking about switching to DirecTV just to get the Saints games next year. But we'll see.
Yep.
You may want to wait a few years.
May want to wait 2 years.
Yeah.
Did you see Matt Corral's pro day today?
Saw
know
him
you
throw
did.
the ball a little bit, yeah. I talked about it
Gotta
on my show, the Lockdown Ole Miss Podcast. Tune in every day at 6 Central.
I haven't listened to it today, but I didn't listen to today's episode. But man, it's impressive.
What, the show's impressive? Thank
No,
you.
Matt yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Matt
Ooh.
Corral did. He had a pretty good pro day. Everybody has a good pro day. Everybody needs to understand that. Whenever these made-for-TV events happen, it just happens. It's going to be a good performance. So Matt Corral, though, did come out there and show that his ankle was okay. There was a lot of throwing they did on the run.
That's what I was gonna get at. Like, he didn't look injured.
Yeah, and
That's good.
he will probably finish this as the number one quarterback out of the class of 4 that are potentially first-round picks.
Are you trying to say that he's better than Burger King Hands Pickett?
Kenny
I
Two
think he
Gloves?
is.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
definitely better.
If you don't get that reference, go look up the Burger King commercial where they're talking about the Whopper is so big it makes your hands look small. And you got the guy with like tiny hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Speaking of-
there's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the guy with the hands problem.
Yeah. Yep. But real quick, speaking of programming note, have they come out with what channel or who's going to have the new football league that's coming out in spring? Yeah.
Oh, the USFL?
Yeah.
NBC and Fox.
NBC. Okay.
It's gonna be on Bravo.
Yeah, probably.
No, it'll either be on NBC, USA, or Fox.
Okay.
There might be a couple games on Peacock.
Andy Cohen is the lead analyst.
Yeah.
The USFL, by the way, the first game, which is like April 17th or something like that, it's going to be simulcast and be on both Fox and NBC.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, at the same time, they'll be broadcasting the same game. So, I'm curious to see what it looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be fun. That will be fun. So
they introduced a 3-point play today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the 10-yard line, you can go for 3, or you can do a normal 2, or you can kick the extra point.
Interesting.
that would be fun.
Onside kicks, you can either do an onside kick, or you can go for it as a 4th and 12 from your own 33. And if you don't get it, the other team takes over where the ball's dead. If you do get it, just make it take it.
Oh, wow.
Well, we know what Kevin Kelly's doing.
Coaching in
take it.
Arkansas.
Yeah. He's going to do the 3-point play every time. He's going to do the 4th and 12 every time.
And he's going to get fired from Presbyterian.
Yeah.
He's going to get fired from Presbyterian because he tried to coach shirtless. He's not Steve Spurrier. So Tyreke Hill, that was some fun news today.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Presbyterian. Oh. Yeah, what so like I just out of nowhere the Chiefs are like, yeah, we're going to trade Tyreke Hill.
Wow.
They got 5 picks for it. That's probably a smart move. I mean, you look at it, it's, let's see. He's the pride of Livingston, Alabama, and the University of West Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a freaking speedster.
He's fast. And he gets down there with Jalen Waddle,
Who's fast.
who's
Yeah.
fast. Mike Gesicki,
who's a really great tight end.
He's a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get, you get, what's his name from that they just signed for Chase Edmonds.
Yeah.
Can't think of it. Myles Gaskin, who they're getting ready to trade, which they kind of screwed him a little bit.
Raheem Mostert's on that team as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
they're doing some good things down there. They're where's all this aggressiveness coming from Miami?
New coach.
New coach.
Yeah.
Same GM though, right?
Making splashes.
Yeah, but that GM doesn't get another coach. Mm-hmm. You can survive one. You might not survive two.
Yeah.
That's true. So you got to go balls out, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did. Now let's just hope Tua can take some shots downfield.
Hey, I think he will. Yeah, I think he'll be all right.
Or just do some RPO stuff. God, can you imagine Tyreke on a glance route? Catch it and go 90?
Or Waddle at that. I mean,
what needs to happen, and I'm sure this is going to be put in, but if you get Tyreke Hill and you do not run the Lucy route, you're doing it wrong because he has made a career out of doing that.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
They should do that. They should do some jet sweeps with him. They need to get real creative. Or do like the Deebo Samuel package and put him in the backfield.
And I think Tyreke Hill is too little. Deebo has a little thickness to him.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying running between the tackles, but do some get creative with him.
I think most every play that his run game though is going to be some version of duo and inside and outside zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the wide zone is going to be his number one play. Raheem Mostert's going to be running back one because he knows how to run it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they also got that good tackle. They signed some help on the offensive line for Tua too. So
they got Taron Armstead.
Yeah,
that was a great signing for them. So I'm excited for Steve's new favorite team.
Dolphins. Yeah, the Dolphins just need to ditch the modern uniforms, go back to the throwbacks that you see a couple of times a year, and they'd be ready to go.
That would be sweet.
At least just change the helmets. Just do a slightly darker shade of teal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. On their throwback helmets, the old one it's exactly how you'd want it to be with a gray face mask.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good look.
It's a very good look. Very, very good look. The old school Dan Marinos. So yeah.
No,
I think,
this is before Marino.
Did Marino come in when they did the blue face mask?
Larry Zonka, yeah. This is the Larry Zonkas.
The 72s.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get that magic back. But yeah, so yeah, Tyreke Hill, Matty Ice, Deshaun Watson. $230 million for that. Are you paying Deshaun Watson $230 million?
When's the last time he played? Was it 2 years ago?
He's played like one season in the last three because he had the ACL tear. So what do you do there? Like, they're trying to get Jarvis Landry back too.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're waiting to see what Landry does so they can sign Will Fuller or not.
See. Just a second, I'll add it to it.
Oh, Steve's doing some work over there.
Yeah, doing some editing.
Looks weird.
Yeah.
That's a great picture, Steve. Love the picture.
Oh,
does the beard come with it?
Oh, wow. Old Fizz.
Old Fitzy.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what the throwbacks look like.
Like, they just need to stick with that. Like, why do they go? Why do they go that?
Yeah.
It's such a good-looking uniform.
Some marketing genius said the new look. Pull up the new look now.
Anybody with a beard make that look sharp.
Oh,
right.
Nothing to do with the beard.
It's all about the beard.
All about the beard right here, boys.
So you got the throwbacks that Steve just put up on there, and
and the new jerseys. Just a second. I have to save the picture.
Save the picture, throw it in,
Uh,
make it full screen, and voila! No. And
There we go.
voila. Like,
Okay.
I mean, those aren't bad. Like, if you never saw the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones are just too perfect.
Even if they just made that a shade darker, like a touch darker.
Yeah,
It'd be fine.
if they would have kept the color the same as the other jerseys.
Yeah.
The font's okay. I think the helmet's okay. I like the other helmet better.
I like the other one because it's like, hey, Snowflake, you know.
Snowflake. Laces out, Dan. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Oh man.
So the Dolphins are going to be pretty good. Since we are SEC After Dark, we have to make fun of Vandy for a second. You have a good logo in the Star V.
Oh yeah.
Why? Steve, find that for us. Why?
That is absolute garbage.
Why? That's what I keep asking. Just like, come on, Vanderbilt. Like, what are you doing? What is the point of all of this?
There isn't.
Like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Like, you had so much success with the Vandy Boys V that you wanted to change it again. Like, ugh. Are they gonna change it? Like, it looks so budget.
It does. Low budget.
It looks like something my high schoolers who don't give a crap would crank out. Hey, give me a Vanderbilt logo.
Honestly, if you think about it, it looks like the same font as the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, it does.
It does. I mean, I don't. Vandy, why?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Star V should have never changed. See, that's why we can't give Vandy nice things.
Yeah.
But maybe if their logo's not good, their football team will be a little better.
No,
it won't be.
Like, can you get inspired playing with that on your helmet?
I'm gonna be honest. I need to see what
really.
the uniform looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I need
Can't
to
do
see.
much with that. You can't do much with that logo. You just can't. The Star V is perfect for your uniform.
Is Vandy still in the NIT?
Huh?
You know,
I don't know.
Yeah. I know.
They made it.
Yeah, they actually made it. And they won their first game, if I remember my wife telling me correctly.
Cassie, you want to give us an update on that?
I know A&M's still in it.
A&M is still in it, yes. Jimbo's doing a great job with the basketball team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their advantages in NIL is not paying off for them at the moment.
Right.
No, there's not. NIT, crappy bowl game.
They should have gotten the tournament, though. A&M.
Oh, by the way, Texas A&M, I do not care. You cannot use the 12th man anymore whenever you chicken out of a bowl game against Wake Forest. That's gone. That is done.
I agree 100%.
Finito.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Finito. 12th man solely belongs to the
Seattle Seahawks.
Yep. That's right.
The Fighting Drew Locks.
Raise the flag.
Can you imagine having Drew Lock as your quarterback and saying, nah, we're good. We're not going to trade for Baker Mayfield.
It's sober Johnny Manziel, Corey.
Talk about a kick to the nuts right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Sober Manziel. Oh, yeah. I guess he's rethinking grabbing his crotch at Lawrence.
Gosh. Yeah.
And running headfirst into a concrete wall trying to run from the police.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still his best play.
Yeah. Now he can't get a second contract because Cleveland said, "Nah, we're good.
No, we're good.
We're good here."
You did too many stadium commercials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Right.
You lost. You lost too many games. Did too many commercials.
Yeah.
You're not Peyton Manning. Peace out.
Yep. By the way,
We're gonna take the cap hit and cut you.
Yeah. I wanna open up off the rails with a question.
Question.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you guys see the video? I think Barstool Sports put out of like Ed Orgeron, and he was like looking like at a couple of kids, like guys,
frat boys that were making fun of him, and he looked like he wanted to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to know what you just got like a 5-second video shot of him. I just want to know what the backstory was on that because I hadn't heard.
Well, so they were like posing and like doing gestures and stuff behind his back.
Oh, okay.
While he was just sitting there eating his lunch.
Yeah. Oh, they've looked to kill. Them boys have been dead.
The funny thing is, if Coach Orgeron, in that situation, you want to be the frat boys. You want him to do something and physically confront you because then you own him.
That's true. Yeah. But
that's why he didn't. I'm surprised he showed restraint.
Yeah, me too. He didn't in his eyes though.
No. His eyes was burying him in the bayou.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, he was shirtless, of course.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
what
restaurant allowed him to go in there shirtless?
In Destin.
Yeah. I mean,
this is Cabo.
Yeah. Oh.
Mexico.
No, I think he's in Destin. I don't think he's in Mexico.
He's in Daytona.
Yeah.
He's not doing something fancy. He's just
I was trying to think of the weakest spring break spot.
Oh, the weakest spring break spot? Panama City.
Oh.
No, there's some partying. There's parties happening.
There used to be parties down there. It has been
Shores.
past. Gulf Shores.
Gulf Shores. There you go.
Weakest spring break spot? Biloxi. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
No, they're doing full on like Oklahoma on the beaches now. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's freaking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Like girls are doing it and everything.
Yeah. People are freaking
Crazy.
stupid. Yeah.
Yes.
Stupid. Yeah. So dumb.
Yeah.
Like that song, God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good grief, man. Yeah. I am so glad I survived my teen and college years because I was just as stupid as they were.
Oh, like if I was 22 right now, if I was 21 right now, I would be on the beach doing Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would have done that.
Lord.
I would have broken something probably. We used to play Turkey Bowl though when I was in college.
Yeah, they did that at Ole Miss as well. They still do. But I think now it's a flag football game. And they play before the state game. Like the last practice before the state game that night is after practice is the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, no, like all of our friends, we get together and we play Turkey Bowl. Tackle, no pads.
Mm-hmm.
We do like offensive lines too and everything. Like it's pretty cool.
Like, we played at William Carey when I went to school down there for a little bit. Played full contact flag.
Oh wow!
So the only time the flag got grabbed is when you got tackled. Everything else was full contact.
Jesus,
that's pretty impressive. But like nobody wanted to play line, so like you had all these people. So like me, I'm just like I don't really. Just give me like 3 carries, I'll be fine. I'll play on the line for the rest of the time. I don't care. So I get down there and just punish people.
Mm-hmm.
I made a tackle with another person. Like they were blocking me, right? And it was this kid that like if you got in a fight with him at school, like he was probably going to win because he knew how to fight. You know, he was a tough kid.
Yeah.
So he was blocking me, and I kind of like bench pressed him off, and I was just kind of like holding him up, and I was like, and then the ball carrier came, and I just literally I threw the kid into the ball carrier and made the tackle.
Oh my gosh.
I just threw him. I didn't realize how strong I was at that point. I threw him. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Apparently, two Heat players almost got into a fight, and it was Udonis Haslem and Jimmy Butler, and Haslem mouthed the words that was they read as Rachel Nichols saved your career.
Oh.
Oh shit. I love that.
That's good.
Wait,
I can't.
Udonis Haslem is still playing. That's impressive.
I was supposed to say he's like 50.
Yeah, he played for like Billy Donovan.
Yeah. I mean,
Did he play with Julius Erving?
he might. Yeah. He's around Darren Jordan's era, I think.
Speaking of Julius Erving, have y'all watched Winning Time yet?
Mm-mm.
You're talking about the HBO show?
Yes.
The Lakers one?
Yeah.
No, I've not watched it. Have you?
Yes. I've seen the first 3 episodes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, and I like the tenor in which they are doing the series.
I saw a clip of it where Magic Johnson just was roasting Cookie's boyfriend in the street ball court.
Oh yeah, that happened.
There's a scene where he just completely just roasting him.
He goes to a movie premiere with Norm Nixon and gets bored and finds a pimp and does things that pimps are in charge of. That happened.
Yeah.
And we're about to get Pat Riley. Pat Riley is about to come onto the scene.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The autobiography of my life.
Yeah.
Winning Time.
It's pretty great. Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. That was a very snooty laugh, Steve. Ha. You sound like the guy in the elevator that asked us how many clients we signed. How many clients did you sign? Did you sign clients today? Y'all deliver. The rest are your paint crews over there, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Those are all things we got accused of. And these are all real conversations that happened to Steve and I in the elevators going to rivals.com.
Oh
yeah.
Lord.
Maryland Farms and Brentwood.
We could wear whatever we wanted to. That was the context of all this. Like, we could wear whatever we want to. It didn't matter.
Because we didn't even sit with the rest of Rivals. We didn't know what was going on down there. We were just down in our own little video world.
Mm-hmm. And Steve still wore a suit to work every day. It was crazy.
That is not true.
No, not at all. Not the slightest.
Now he gets to wear shorts and T-shirts.
Yep, that's my goal. Shorts and T-shirts every day. If I have to wear long pants, I get pissed off at you for making me.
Paul Wade, one of the former Ensworth coaches, wears shorts year round here in Tennessee.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Year round, even when it's like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't Trent Dilfer up there?
He is.
Huh.
He won a state championship.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. He's at the middle division of the private schools, private school leagues. So, like, they split up the classifications now, Steve. I'm about to blow your mind here. So, you know how, like, there was, like, one private school classification where it's just all the big private schools like Ensworth, Brentwood Academy, NBA, you know?
Right.
And then all the others kind of blended with the public school leagues.
Okay.
Now they took all the private schools out, put them in Division II. They call it Division II. So like now and they split Division II up into 3 classifications. AAA is they're the big private schools like Ensworth, Brentwood Academy, Knoxville Catholic, Macaulay, Baylor. Number 2A is like your FRAs, BGAs, Davidson Academy, Good Pasture, those private schools. And the single A is like Nashville Christian, those Donaldson Christian Academy, those schools. Well, Trent Dilfer comes in. He's in Double A, and he will not they had an opportunity to go up to Triple A. I mean, he dominated Double A last year. Had a chance to go up, wouldn't go up. So he's just basically it's basically like if Georgia went to the Missouri Valley Conference.
Oh wow.
Okay. Well, but also remember, Tennessee has a population of like 6 or 7 million people, right?
Yeah.
So let me explain to you what they do in Mississippi, who has a population of about 2.1.
And he's getting all these kids that move in for a semester from like Kentucky and California, and he's recruiting nationally.
Yeah, because he's the Elite 11 guy, and everybody knows that. Well, Mississippi public schools have 6 divisions. Mississippi private schools have 6 divisions. And they're talking about expanding the public school divisions. So the Mississippi private schools almost have as many divisions as Texas.
That's crazy.
The same as Florida, with 40 million less people.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Spread a little thin, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So dumb. So dumb. You just get to the point where, somebody's in charge of it that you just don't know what they're doing. And that is my philosophy. If you're doing something stupid, I will absolutely talk about you doing something stupid. I mean, I have nothing to hold me back from doing it. I don't need access. I'm not trying to make money. Whatever you can control and hold from me, I don't care about it. So I will absolutely say stuff, and I don't care how much it pisses you off.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Yeah, no, it's that's the beauty of being able to be in a pressure-free show.
Yeah, everybody. The main thing that they have is access. You worry about losing your access to the program and what's going on, but who cares? 2020 made access just irrelevant. You don't even get to see the players now anyway.
Yeah.
All the practices are closed. Who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all, and we're not journalists. We're opinions.
Yeah. It's commentary and perspectives. That's what we do.
Perspectives. Yeah. We're like 3 dudes that you hang out with that we're having a conversation. We just our perspective is slightly different than yours. Doesn't make us any more right than you, but
the good news is the reporters, the media, who are wrong about 90% of the time, but act like they're right 70% of the time. It's hilarious.
And 60% of the time, it works every time.
Yes. Sex Panther.
I'm not going to lie. It smells like pure gasoline.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, why does Paul Rudd not age?
That's a good question.
Because he's Paul Rudd.
Yeah. He looks the same as he did in Clueless.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for him.
Good for him. I like Paul Rudd. I Love You, Man was one of my I love that movie.
Has anybody seen the new Ghostbusters with him in it?
Yes,
No.
Very good.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. I hadn't seen it yet, but
I need to see it. I need to see the new Batman.
I do too.
Very good. But different. Don't go in there expecting a normal Batman movie.
Right.
I don't ever expect a normal. I've seen the trailers enough. I know I'm not really.
Yeah. It's closer to 7 than another Batman movie.
I never go into, because of the Riddler. Yeah, I never go into any movie with expectations. I go in there to see what it's going to do.
Right.
Because I mean, teaching film like I do, I don't like, my class has gone like way far away from broadcast to now it's like filmmaking.
Okay.
Which is quite a shift, which is a shift I didn't think I'd ever get to teaching my class. But in doing so, I have no expectations about any movie, and I'll see anything. I want to see how the script unfolds. I want to see how the storyline unfolds. I want to see how the director takes you through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm starting to learn some psychology tricks too with the camera.
Okay.
So that's pretty fun. Like I'm starting to kind of learn techniques and how they're able to manipulate how you see a certain scene. You know, there's some good stuff out there. The COVID year really kind of helped drive all that. The year I had to do virtual, because when you teach film, you can't really do anything virtually.
Right.
All you can do is film analysis.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it did.
Now I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I read or somebody told me that they had saw that they are making a new national treasure with Nick Cage. I don't know if that's true or not, but it was the original cast.
That sounds like they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is Nicolas Cage the Nickelback of acting?
No, I like Nickelback.
We know.
We
know.
Look at this photograph.
Here we go. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like Nickelback is good. They've cranked out a bunch of hits,
mm-hmm.
but like they are like, it's like Mountain Dew, Nickelback, Nicolas Cage, like all like people don't take you seriously if you like them,
right?
But they're all really good.
They are,
except for maybe Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's I don't like Mountain Dew.
Dr. Pepper's king.
Coke Zero. Coke Zero.
But that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I feel like Nicolas Cage is the only person who can steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yep.
So I mean, he fit that well. He fit that role well,
mm-hmm.
and it was a great movie. The second one was pretty good too.
So Steve,
yeah, I enjoy National Treasure, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's good. Very good. Very good. What's your favorite Christopher Nolan Batman? The Dark Knight series.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My wife likes Dark Knight Rises, by the way.
Is she a Bane fan?
Yes. Yeah,
it'll be very painful.
She thinks it's very, very very scary whenever a person is just so set in their mind of what they're going to do, and it just doesn't matter what you're going to do. They have their end goal in mind, and it's never going to change. To me, I'm more about the Joker, and there's not a plan. There's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
And we talked about this last week, I believe, with Jeb, where you was going, Corey, but Heath Ledger was probably the best Joker.
Heath Ledger is probably the best villain of all time.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he dove headfirst into that role. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it caused him to take his own life. But I mean,
right?
Just how well he immersed himself in that role it's just insane.
If he wouldn't have not had all them issues and with the past, he'd probably still be playing the Joker right now. I mean, he did that great at it.
The second villain, Paul Dano, the Riddler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Jim Carrey, the Riddler.
Yeah.
Although he carried that movie. I like the stories about him and Tommy Lee Jones from that movie because Tommy Lee Jones just hated him.
Yeah.
Because Tommy Lee Jones is such a serious guy, and Jim Carrey is
not.
He's not. Favorite Jim Carrey movie? And why is it Ace Ventura?
Yeah, it's probably Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Maybe Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
Dumb and Dumber. I got to go with Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I love that part where his buddy gets his, I can't think of his name, the other guy.
Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, he gets he sticks his tongue to the little machine, the little thing. Hey kid, y'all want to have any water with you? You know. But yeah,
just when I thought you couldn't go out and do anything dumber, you pull a stunt like this.
Yeah.
And completely
redeem yourself.
Yep. Dumb and Dumber 2 is really good too.
Wait, what? Yeah. Is that kind of like Sandlot 2?
But
that kind of like Home Alone 3?
Oh Lord.
There's a Home Alone on Disney Plus, by the way.
They're like in
they made
number 5 now or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you seen the new Mighty Ducks? Have you watched the Mighty Ducks series?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I haven't.
It honestly wasn't
It was
bad.
pretty good. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I got drawn into it.
I hadn't seen the Mighty Ducks in years.
Yeah. D3 actually was a better movie than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. For Emilio Estevez not being in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. There you go. This is Movies After Dark.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or like TBS, movies for guys who like movies. Flicks for chicks who like flicks.
Well, let's not talk.
Yeah.
That was a real thing. TBS, that was a real thing.
Let's not talk about chick flicks.
USA Up All Night.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about chick flicks, we're going to have to talk about the Hallmark Channel. That's all that's on there. It and Christmas movies.
That's a whole nother like definition. That's a whole nother realm of chick flicks. Like you have like chick flicks and you have Hallmark Channel, which is chick flicks.
We probably need to get off.
Yeah, what in the world?
Whoa.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get rid of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What in the world?
This
Can't block people, can you?
Let's see.
Adolf Hitler, Nazi, KKK. Do you like my name on here? We're giving you attention.
We're trying not to.
Yeah, I don't know how to block it. I've done it once.
Hey, buddy, go watch Reading Rainbow. Get some LeVar Burton in your life.
Somewhere over
Take
the
a look.
rainbow.
It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh man.
Yeah,
Off the rails, everybody.
Well, even our comment section got off the rails. Not in a good way.
And we only had
There
like
we
2
go.
people tonight. I mean, three comments and 2 people. Where's Cody? Where's John? Where's all the guys at?
Yeah, I don't know. They normally come in.
I know.
Was that John?
Hey,
Man, I wouldn't put bad.
could have been Cody.
Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's people need to calm down. No need to have a name like that. Good Lord.
Yeah. People are dumb. People are stupid. There's nothing you
Yep.
can do.
People do it for attention. That's all it is.
Yep. I told him to go watch Reading Rainbow. Hopefully he did.
Good Lord.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it.
Wrap it.
Wrap it.
Oh, that means me in the
Yeah.
Yeah. Wake up. Wake
a
up
second.
over there.
Okay, so how do I do this? Okay, no. Yeah, we are SEC After Dark. We thank you for listening. We thank you for watching. You can find the audio version on the Beast of the East channel on the Bleav Network. That's where this will live. You can find Jake Tide Talk Podcast and Best of the West. You can find Steve Locked on Ole Miss, and you can find him right here on SEC After Dark. And Jeb, he'll return next week. Actually, he's doing a really good job of being quiet and being disguised as a wood plank wall. So
Yeah, and I'll be back over there next week.
Jake's going to move over. But March Madness, we hope you enjoy your tournaments. If your bracket is still doing well, we hope it's still doing well, unless you're in my pool, and I hope it doesn't because I want to win. But you can find me, Bleav In Georgia Dawgs, with Israel and I will be, it'll air Friday morning, first thing. So just stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about the new hire. Spring practice is underway, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. And of course, we'll dive into some of these things that we talked about tonight. I want to get his take on Tyreke Hill and Matty Ice. So that'll be lots of fun. And but other than that, we'll see you back here next week, next Wednesday. We'll be back better than ever. The 4-man weave will be back intact. We are SEC After Dark, brought to you by Bet Online and Athletic Greens. We thank you for listening. We hope you find us, like, subscribe, comment, find us on social media, and have a great weekend. So long, and go Dogs.
See y'all.
Later.
Tater.
Later, Tater. After a while, Crocodile.